All right, you guys, so this is part 2 of me talking about basically how I went to go apply. I went for an interview for a company that I was trying to get into for a while. At this time, I was a little over a year living in Texas. And boom, so the director had gave me an interview, which was a Caucasian woman. Okay. And later on, I found out when I got hired that my manager was an African American woman. So I looked and I seen my manager withdraw me from 4 different positions, even though I was well qualified for it, you guys. Well qualified for it, right? And there was a Caucasian woman from leadership, had a great interview. Once she heard and looked at my resume even more and sat there and I was politicking with her, she offered me another position with several avenues, which means that I could have worked. This is my main job, and I work here, when I want to pick up overtime. And then also that could lead me to possibly working in those other positions that I choose permanently. Okay. I was so sad to know that this is not my boss, but of course she's a director, so she wouldn't be my boss with the position that I had, but also with a chain of command, I could speak with her. It's an open door policy. I told you I found out that my manager withdrew me from 4 positions that I was well qualified for, right? Also, she interviewed a few people and they got hired, but it was me and this other woman that got interviewed by our leadership team. I mean, not our leadership team, the leadership, the director. We both came in very professional, dressed very professional, took notes during our time. I don't know this woman at all. at that time. We took notes, we got hired, right? And, later on down the line, we sharing our hiring thing, and she's telling me, like, you know what, women of color is not for other women of color, and I see that. I would have never got this position if I would have had an interview with my manager, which is an African American woman. We both had 2 different managers, you guys, but we were sharing the same thing. This is somebody that I started off with. Our departments are next to each other, and that's one of the departments that I work for OT, but her manager is not my manager, but they're friends. And we was just talking about how we got hired by a Caucasian woman, and if we would have got interviewed by our managers, it would have been a wrap for us, like, period. And then I shared with her how I looked, and I was like disqualified for 4 positions that I was well qualified for by my manager. Moral of the story is, your peoples is not always your peoples, but that don't mean it gotta be F your peoples all the time. Stay solid, have discernment. Don't just pick a fight to go against your own kind, but just fill things out